This one's a little bit dark, and I also don't have it memorized, but no, it's okay. 3 years old, little girl is not skin and bones like her friends, tiny little joints and bony elbows. Little girl calls her nursery teacher fat while talking to her little friends who gasp and run to tell on her. Little girl's heart pounds wildly as she realizes what she said is mean. Little girl with a heart of gold. Little girl did not realize that that was so bad. Little girl prefers her softness and warm rolls to her friends' 30-pound bodies. Little girl does not realize that most of society does not feel the same way. 5 years old. Little girl loves chocolate. Little girl has shirts that should fit 7-year-olds, so barely cover her stomach. Little girl already forming into the girl her mother feared she would be, the fat girl. Her mother knows what it's like to be. 7 years old. Little girl has no friends. Little girl does not know why she feels like a lesser human being than her peers, who seem to surround her with squinted eyes, unable to take in the whole of her at one time, all of her loudness, all of her largeness, movements too big for words, heart too big for words. 9 years old. Little girl is the only fat girl in a room full of skinny girls. Little girl is not so little. Little girl is a fat girl. Fat girl loves to eat. Fat girl eats everything. Fat girl has a rounded belly and she can't see her toes when she looks down. Fat girl is told by her 5th grade gym teacher that she needs to lose weight if she wants a good mark. Fat girl is still a little girl on the inside, but who forget about that. Fat girl called fat son in the schoolyard. Fat girl picked last for sports teams. Fat girl comes in last in cross country. Fat girl realizes she is a fat girl. 11 years old. Fat girl changes schools. Fat girl, good grades. Fat girl, no friends. Fat girl, stuffing her face every day. Fat girl, binge and purge, binge and purge. Fat girl, weight fluctuates. Fat girl is still too fat, only sicker. Fat girl, nobody notices because they don't expect fat girls to have eating disorders. 13 years old. Fat girl, sad girl. Fat girl eats lunch while cowering in shame. Fat girl purges every day. Fat girl has never known lightness. Never known skinny, never known delicate, never even known as so much as a size medium. Fat girl sucks in her stomach in therapy sessions. Fat girl is ashamed. Fat girl wants to chop the fat right off. Fat girl cuts her skin. Fat girl hates herself. Fat girl thinks she wants to die, but really, she just wants to live. 16 years old. Fat girl is changing. Fat girl no longer swallows pills or throws up after eating. Fat girl is 22 months clean from cutting. Fat girl still struggles, but she wants to be better. Fat girl writes poetry. Fat girl kisses boys. Fat girl realizes she is so much more than a fat girl. Fat girl, beautiful eyes. Fat girl, full of laughter. Fat girl, good writer. Fat girl, worth love. Fat girl, worth happiness. Fat girl, worth life. Fat girl, big heart. Fat girl, full of love. Fat girl, love, love, love. Yeah.